23-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made.
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Complete to number 14.
Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now this defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon, spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Locke. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up third down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
Anthony Hitchens.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
On first down, Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and this one will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted by...
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 22. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 28-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019, and Kansas City brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement him. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
On second and 9, Mahomes looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 25 on second down, Locke, screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Check 26.
On first down, Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go.
Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On second down and 4. Lock. And that's incomplete. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the gun on third down, Lock. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Intercepted.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He is going to find Hill here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 54.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Chiefs 10.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Hill on the return. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hand, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a first carry for their fullback. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. He was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Locke's throw caught by Sutton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
6-yard pickup.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 27. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Phillip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
It's a pickup of
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, Locke. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Williams. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25.
This is my mode, baby.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Block again here on 2nd and 10. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 50.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
5-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Lock going to throw. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
33-yard line.
Clock now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Here we go, D, get up.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16.
Makes the score Chiefs 26, Broncos 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They run it again with Williams. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 36-yard line.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's taken down right at the the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On second down, Williams. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Buying time to his left. Caught on the slant. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
87.
Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Kansas City.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. On first down, Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
56.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Locke working out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Locke off of play action. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
2-yard line.
One more time with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16.
Makes the score Chiefs 33, Broncos 17.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Mahomes going to throw it here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, Lindsey. And some room to work. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Today's final score, Chiefs.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Chiefs, it may